he's a confident kid, and what he does, he spends so much time in the gym, he expects to make them. See, if you know you're not giving 100%, you're not spending the time you can, yeah, you still look in the mirror. And if you're giving 80%, then you get in a game and it doesn't play out for you, you know, the kid lives in the gym. He's kind of like Tyler Herro, he's like Shea Alexander. Those guys, he's just like them. The guys, the energy, he finishes first on every run. He's built his own. I mean, and you know, the last one, it's kind of tough when we knew we were going to run something like that, and then when I call a timeout, and you're the guy shooting the ball, and then I ice you. I ice you, and you're my guy. And he still makes it. But I didn't feel comfortable. You know, I had the timeouts, and I didn't feel comfortable not using one right there to make sure, because I got some guys that sometimes say, I didn't hear that. So I did it 7 times. Did everybody hear it? So.
Stand right here with Darryl.
Now, better today appeared from EJ. Khalil was better. How much of
Keon was better. They were all better.
How much does peer pressure come into play when everybody else is doing well, so it's time for me to step up?
No, it kind of works the other way sometimes. But what I keep saying is, please let me coach you. You got to shut the clutter down. I was so happy for Khalil today. Now, you may have looked and said, well, he missed shots. They were all the shots we want him to take. Instead of passing that up and trying to throw a ball, just shoot it. And the second thing, that was a block. He went in and blocked it. That's what I wanted to do. That's who you are. Go for balls. Now, again, I was trying to win the game, so I can't experiment. The game was too close. And those 3 guards deserve to play. You know, Tyrese is still learning. He still makes high school plays. You know, drives baseline, throws a bounce pass to Nick. To Nick? 7-foot head on the square, you throw a bounce pass so the other guards can go in there and grab it. Well, he was open. Oh my gosh, stop, sit, you're all right. I wasn't happy with Ashton. See, I think Ashton's the best point guard in the country. I think we have 3 point guards, by the way. But I think and the reason is, he is a tough defender, pick and roll defense, he'll rebound, he can get in the lane, he has a good twitch, which means if someone's open late, he'll find you. He's shooting the ball better. But I didn't think he brought it to the level. Now, I made him this morning. Normally we don't shoot around. I made him shoot around this morning. Because there was a gut feeling like, if he ain't ready, I see Evansville all over. He didn't play that game. Well, we're not. So I'm on him, he's 15, 9, and 9. He's almost a triple-double. And I said, that's how much I think of you. You're a triple-double, and I'm saying you're better. You're still undisciplined, both offensively and defensively. You made 4 or 5 plays a half that hurt our team, and only because of discipline. But, you know, he's getting better. Believe me, Nick, a double-double. We didn't go to them. They scored 44 to post. We scored 20, but many of them were offensive rebounds. They just crashed and got it. And the second thing was when they drove, for some reason I had 3 guys go at the ball. The guy guarded him and 2 others were leaving. I'm like, why are you all going that way? And they were dropping it off to a guy under the basket. So it wasn't really they posted it up and scored. It was on that, or it was on an offensive rebound.
Or let's talk Gary.
Cal, their coach was saying that they made you all take threes and you all made them, and that was the difference. How did you caution your guys against, you know, not trying to force it up, particularly a guy like Nate who made a couple early?
Well, that's about, I mean, everybody's game plan is going to be try to make us take threes, but, you know, you have Emmanuel, you have Nate, you have Tyrese, and even Ashton. So, I mean, we can make them, but we're one of those teams that we get to the foul line, we get you in foul trouble, we'll take threes, but it's not how we play. My problem with that, historically, the NCAA tournament is a one-and-done tournament. And if you're taking 33s a game, there's going to be a game where you don't make them in those 6, and your chances to win it are done. That's just me. I may be wrong. There may be teams that have taken that many and won. I'm not comfortable that way. And it's the same thing, stretching out the defense too much. At the end of the day, can you give them one tough shot and rebound? And then you create good shots for yourself. And if they're threes, we took 15. We didn't take 25, we took 15. Our job was to keep them in transition from getting threes. And when they got them, they made them. That was the whole thing for us. But I told Nate after the game, no one, I said, do we play you again? He says, no. I said, thank goodness. I said, there's no one that wants to play Alabama right now. They're taking 30-some threes. They're making shots from 4 different positions. They're driving the ball. And, you know, when you have Herbert Jones doing what he does, I told him after the game, the way you play and your energy and your effort, that is a skill. That's a skill. And the way he did it, look, we're done. If we have to play him again, it'll be in the tournament, and I will dread that if we have to.
Michael Zechariah.
Cal, go back to talking about the easy shots that Alabama was having. Is it because the team's out of position, or is it because of something else completely different? How do you change it defensively for the rest of the season?
Well, they had 3 back cuts. John Petty got one. One was on Ashton. One was on Emmanuel. One was on Khalil, but he blocked it. Then they had offensive rebounds, and then they had where we sent 3 guys to the ball. That's just an error on our part. Again, now you're saying all these open shots, they shot 36% for the game, but they did shoot 19% from the 3. So if we'd have done that, they would have shot 20% and 0%. I mean, we broke down some, but you know, we can block shots. We're long. I like our guards. They can stay in front of people. But yeah, you can't send 3 guys to a normal college player. Will say, I got 3 guys on me. I'm just throwing it to anybody, which is what they did.
Thanks, Zechariah. Right.
Coach, you did seem to do a good defensive job. You really get quickly. How much pressure when they have shooters in transition, especially a point guard like that?
It's hard. You know that what they do is they're unique. Like he laughed because Nate said before the game, this looking like a Memphis team when I was there, and I said, you're running the dribble drive better than I ever ran it. And what they're doing in transition, even there, we weren't relying on threes. I had Chris Douglas and, you know, Antonio Anderson. I had those kind of guys. Derrick Rose wasn't a three-point shooter. We were more of an attack. But what he's doing in transition is they are trying to get a 3 in transition. All of us teach, run to the rim, go back, protect the basket, run. None of us run out. So they are running, and you go in, and here comes Kyra, and he gets in the lane, and all of a sudden, he's open. They're scoring 40% of their threes in transition. I've never seen it before. Like, even if you get a layup, you throw it to the guy in the corner, and he makes a 3. So he's doing it. It's hard when you have 2 days or a day to prepare for that. I'm telling you, we had 2 days, and believe me, I told guys, you have a choice. You can make people dribble, or you can guard them with your hand down. That is your choice. If they shoot it, you're coming out. That's your choice, not my choice. You make them bounce it. They have to dribble. That's all we said. We did for 2 days.
Left
So,
side, Derek.
Cal, I've heard you say EJ can be a monster.
He was good today.
I'm hoping you can define monster for me and how he's progressing.
well, today he got rebounded the ball, so he gets 6 rebounds, and he gets 8 points, and he could have had a couple more rebounds. But you know what? I just need them to start climbing the way they need to climb. I hugged Khalil after. I'm like, kid, just stay the course. Please stay the course. I want you to be a stopper on defense, and don't worry about anybody else. You guard your man. Go grab some rebounds because you can put your head above the rim. And then on offense, be a finisher. Shoot it when you're free. Don't go in there to try to pass. Shoot it. And if you can't get a shot off, you know it when you catch it. I don't have a shot. Pass it and cut, and we'll get you another shot. Keon, I thought he did some good stuff. He made that shot in the corner to start the game. And then, look, what we do here, I look at this, the only way my team can get better is if each individual is improving. It's not like I'm trying to coach a better scheme or we run better stuff than everybody. No, our individual players improving. If they are, my team will improve. So I'm looking at the three guys that I feel are better than they're playing, and I'm saying if they get it right, and now we have a full complement, I thought Nate was okay today. You know, he was okay. He wasn't great, but it was a good win for us, guys.
Two more quick ones, guys. Ken on the right.
John, when you guys got up 15, it seemed like you built that lead by making easy plays and finding the open guy. But after that, it seemed like they tried to maybe raise the level of difficulty. Did you see that at all?
I don't know. I watched the tape. I thought we did. We came out at half and had 3 opportunities. We were 0 for 3 right out of the gate. And we started with the ball. We end the half on a simple exchange, and we give up a 3 after a missed free throw. Could have been up 14 at half. Could have been up more. But again, when you're playing this kind of team and you're holding those 3s down, you think, okay, we got an advantage. If they're making 3s, that's when they score 90. They score 90. So some of the stuff we gave up, we did it on purpose. If we give up something, give up a tough 2. Give up a layup. Let's not leave somebody that's wide open. That we're not doing that.
Last one here, Jeff.
Cal, about a minute and a half to go. I think you're up 3, and Nick comes up with the offensive board. On the other end of the floor, he gets the contest and the defensive board. Can you talk about that sequence a little bit? And is that part of his continued growth?
Yeah. And how about we went pick and roll with him and threw him the ball and let him shoot jumpers? I don't know if you saw, I don't know how much time was on the clock. I ran an out of bounds play for him to shoot a jumper in that far corner away from us. He was wide open. He missed it, but I'm feeling comfortable he can do that. But his rebounding, his ability to make a difference in the game, again, he's another one that has built his own confidence. He's finally getting in good shape. He's not great shape because he tires out, but he's in good shape compared to where he could go 2 minutes and then it was done. Couldn't catch a ball, couldn't get a rebound, couldn't fight. He's now in the kind of shape that he can sustain it. And that's where, again, I would say EJ and even Khalil and Keon, get in the greatest shape of your life. I mean, do all the running. Don't worry about anything else. Get in shape and then let this stuff happen for you. Not worried because, again, if you remember the year we had Shea Alexander, first 10 games, I didn't even start him. He didn't start. I came in and said to him, you know, you probably need to be starting. He said, I'm good, coach. You do what you want. I trust you. I trust you. And then after that, he said, this kid got to start. He's the best player on the court. But he worked his way into that. He was that guy in practice. He worked. He did. That's all you're trying to tell these guys. It's not high school where just get me more shots. It isn't. Stuff that worked then, you ready? Probably not working now. So now you want to build your confidence. Brad Stevens said this, and I sent it to all the kids, and I told Brad, I said what you said. He said, look, if you want to build your confidence, you do what's really hard for you. Focus on what's really hard for you and do it over and over and over and over. That's how you build your confidence. The other way is, well, this worked in high school, so instead of doing what's really hard, I'm going to do this. And then it doesn't work for our team, and it's all a process. Some kids get it pretty fast, some kids don't. I'm telling you, I believe in every one of these kids. I wouldn't have recruited them here, but I'll tell you, it's really hard here. And like that shot Emmanuel made, how about the free throws we got to make? How about every game we play is someone's Super Bowl? How about we walk in this building and if we don't win by 20, they're calling Doc and saying, hey, we need another basketball coach. The game's got by this guy. He's not winning by 20 anymore. I mean, that's what this is 4 million coaches in the state. 4 million. Is there more than 4 million people in the state? Okay, so there's a little over 4 million coaches in the state. but this is what this is. But I told each of them, you know what? You decided to come here and you knew this would be this way. So deal with it. I can't do it for you. I can't play for you. I can't build your confidence. I can give you opportunities, but here's my big thing. You have choices to make. If you choose to play like you did in high school, you're not going to play much. If you choose to play the way the team needs you, you stay on the court. But it's your choice. You break it off and I'm going to do this, and I just decided that's a choice you make. And so, like I said, we had 2 good days of practice. They get 2 days off now. They got today off and they got tomorrow. So they get 2 days. And we come back and go after this.